better hit that subscribe button.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and YouTube? I'm Freddy Forgo, Flamin' Hot Entertainment, multiplatgametrap.com, the people's voice and your favorite average gamer. Just here on the Fire Escape, and was going to give you a quick impressions about Max Payne 3, and then do a comparison and talk about the likes and dislikes of it, and in comparison to the launch of Max Payne 3 versus the launch of StarHawk. So Max Payne 3, my impressions of it, I like the game. The story mode, the campaign is badass. You don't really need to play Max Payne 1 and 2 to get it, because Max Payne 3 just takes off in a different time, not a different time, but it does have nothing to do with Max Payne 1 and 2. So you can jump in it. You don't have to know the background. You don't have to play 1 and 2. It doesn't really link into it, other than him talking about him living double, you know what I'm saying? There's two people in lives, the people that try to live for a future, and the people stuck, you know what I'm saying, trying to in the past, and he said he was somewhere in between or shit like that. Spoiler. But the narrative is really good. Online is good, but it isn't great. You know, there are some issues with it, like dropping you out of games, the stability issues when you're talking about playing online. Sometimes just you're go to load up and the load times are fucking epically long. I've clocked in a load time at about 3 minutes. That's the longest load time I've had that actually successfully went into the game. It was 3 minutes. And the load times are long, and then sometimes everybody jumps out because the load times are long, and then you get stuck and it has to reboot and kick you out the game. So then you're talking about a 5-minute wait sometimes, and it's kind of frustrating, especially when you just want to play the game. Spawns, I haven't played the small maps a lot of, and when I played the small maps, there were like maybe 6-7 people in the room. It wasn't even a full room. But the spawns are very close together because of the fact that it's a very small map. Like, they got a map called Office, and oh my god, it's like, yo, they could spawn a dude literally in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? And when a game starts, sometimes the spawn, they spawn me up and another person up facing each other, and it's like, who basically gets to draw first and takes the dude down and shit. So dudes over here working on their cars and shit. So whoever gets to draw first and shit is the person that's gonna win, and notices the other person. Sometimes you might have like a half a wall in between them, so you only can see like the left side of his body and shit like that. So that's could be bad. The learning curve for the controls is, you know what I'm saying, if you're used to a third-person shooter, it's very substantial, you know what I'm saying? To get used to the controls and then to tweak the control settings the way you want it and find the right control scheme that fits your play style is a tedious task. It can be. Another thing is like your loadout and shit like that. That can eat up a lot of your time, because the loadouts are huge, and the loadouts, your loadout is either going to give you an advantage or be at a disadvantage. The heavier your character is, it has an encompass. So the heavier your character is, the slower your regenerated health comes back to you. So you want a light character, so he gets his regen fast. What else? And then, you know, your guns, there's one gun called the MI-30 or something, like the Mini 30. And that thing right there is a 2-shot killer, man. It's a very good gun. It's very accurate. It has a lot of power. And, you know, I go with that. I go with 2 SMGs, or I go with 2 pistols, and just try to put in as much work as I can. What else? The graphics are nice. They're not the best I've ever seen, but they're far from the worst. I'm very happy with the graphics. I'm very happy with the color, the cinematics, everything. The cutscenes are beast. My favorite game type, and what you'll see me playing a lot of, and I have to put up a video on this, is the gang wars. That's a 5. You got 5 different objectives, and they change. They're not the same for every gang wars game you play. It could change up. It's very dynamic, and it's objective based. So I love that. I think it's awesome. That's probably, like I said, my favorite game type. Huge maps. You don't have to worry about spawn issues, because they're spawning you on one side and they're spawning the other team on the other side of the map, and the objective's usually right in the middle, so you're fighting over that, or you're defending it, and they put the objective closer to you than the other team. So that game mode is pretty badass. All right. So my overall impressions, it's a really good game. Multiplayer is not as polished as, say, like StarHawk. StarHawk multiplayer is great. It's great. On launch, it was great. It didn't really have any issues that I can see with it. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. I'm gonna do a comparison between. It's easier to be in a party to get into a party in Max Payne 3 versus StarHawk, because you got to go into your home world, then you got to invite people and stuff like that. But it's easier to control everything and to get the better stability on StarHawk compared to Max Payne 3. Lag, you can see the ping time and everything when you're going into StarHawk servers, and their servers, you know what I'm saying? People make their own dedicated servers, or Lightbox Interactive has their own servers up, so it's server based. The two, basically, Max Payne 3 is 16 people max, and then StarHawk is 32, and obviously they win on that, plus the stability, they win on that. The graphics, they're even on the graphics. Both of them have really good graphics, very good lighting effects. But Max Payne wins on better world design and detail overall. The levels on Max Payne 3 multiplayer are very awesome. They're very well done. Basically, they take a whole level from the campaign and put it in there, and they're huge. I mean, not only are they, the big levels, and I play the big levels a lot, the large levels, they have a lot of ways to get somewhere. You can go on a roof and stuff like that. It's like it's not like Uncharted, but it is like Uncharted, because you can climb over things, get on roof, jump and stuff like that. When you run, it'll automatically jump to another roof if it's close enough. But it does the speed and the parkour and the free climbing, free running type thing is just definitely not there. The characters on Max Payne 3 feel weighted. They feel realistic. They feel like, it doesn't feel like you're just moving a character in a video game. It actually feels like you're telling somebody what to do on the fly with a big blowhorn, telling them, "Hey, go over here, go over there." That's what the controllers pretty much feel like to me, in my opinion. On StarHawk, it's more very fluid. The character is very fast, very agile. They move real quick. It's more of a first-person experience type feel to it compared to Max Payne, because Max Payne used the Euphoria engine, and the Euphoria engine is a very physics-based engine where they, the physics for the bullets, they have the physics for everything, and but anyways, that in general, as of launch, I will give them a score against each other. If I had to give StarHawk a score, I'd give it a 9. If I had to give Max Payne a score, I'd give it an 8.25, and it can increase. Like I said, they could just patch it, fix little things. The game mechanics when you're playing online aren't as responsive as the game mechanics when you're playing the story mode. So when you do something, sometimes it might take a while. Like when you're in the screen, the loadout and stuff like that. Sometimes it just doesn't feel as responsive as I would like it to be. Maybe I'm just complaining, but that's basically the rundown of the two games versus each other when it comes to campaign and multiplayer. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to thumbs up my video. It helps my channel grow. Subscribe if you want to catch all my videos in your inbox. Go to the website if you want to become part of the community and be active and have better chances at the giveaways I'll be doing for the summer. The giveaway is probably going to start in the middle of June. I will be taking a trip to Florida, and I'll probably start doing the videos over there and on the beach or something. Have one of my kids hold the camera while one of my sons hold the camera while I record the video and say what I'm going to be giving away and stuff like that. Let them be part of what I do, because it's I'm trying to incorporate my kids into whatever I do when I'm with them. I want them to feel like they're part of my lives. Um, Anyways, that's been enough. I've been your host, your commentator, Freddy Fuego, Flaming Hot Entertainment. I hope you enjoyed the different scenery. And I'm outside, and I'm sorry for the noise, but it is outside, outdoors. Peace, love, and hair grease. Haters keep on hating. If you haven't been doing it, you need to get gaming.
Thumb up the video, fool!